Guys, so we've talked a little bit about the puppies and their differences. Maya's pups have yet to go over half the size of this hill. Zara's pups, as you see, going to week 4 starting Monday. They're literally growing by the second. If you are looking for a dog and you have a breeder or someone that you're getting a dog from, they need to know what goes into these dogs, how to manage these dogs, how to manage these pups. Zara's dog, as I said in the video, they will be dogs that you need to make sure they sit in the back seat. When I'm saying back seat, they need to be driven. So you got to be a clear-cut, in fact, to driver. Hey, I need you to do this, this, and that. That's it. That's all. Otherwise, again, if I open the front door and they've got no control, meaning you've not worked on the manners, obedience, the safety, as soon as they see something, boom, they gone. Maya's, we got rabbits that run all around this front yard. A rabbit take off, Maya just look like this. Oh, that's interesting. Zara, she postures up and gets super focused. Like if she was off the leash, she would go chasing it. Eagle would go chase it. I don't even think Tron would chase it. Okay, Jamarcus is saying he would, but I've seen rabbits before and Tron just look at him too. So he's got more drive, and I'm be clear in saying I installed that. That didn't come with the original package. I installed the drive component because I assure you, if you've watched and you've paid attention, Tron was a dog who had no interest. Look at this over here. Tron had no interest in doing anything that you asked him to do or anything the dogs were doing. Maya's pups now, you can literally see the difference in the heels. They have not even attempted, and let me take that back. I actually last night was like, I heard a little wheezing, and the wheezing the night before put us in a predicament where the dog aspiration pneumonia woke me up, got me a little nervous. I get up, I knock this lamp over, lamp hits the ground. The female like literally jumps over this hill, starts barking. Okay, that's interesting. The dog I'm calling Clashes, which is the other tan, he ends up acting crazy. And today, doing that suckling thing, so I put him on the other side of the hill. He comes back over. But I put the food over there, and mind you, there's a card right here, people. See this card right here? With this H on it? It's 256 gigs worth of information. And objectively, I'm storing data on that thing that you guys may never see and may one day see in 5 years. But I want to be clear in saying this. Look at this dog here. That's the girl I'm keeping. They go up and over this hill to play. Come back. They're using the bathroom. And just 5 feedings in 2 days, 2 to 3 days, 2 days technically, since the mom has been gone. And they're already figuring out. Maya's pups have not left this corner over here. Let me get over here real quick. Got a funky setup here. But if you look over here, so their boy Jamarski right there, they not left this corner. They come out, they use a bathroom. I'm about to take this blanket out because it's easy to clean up the pellets. They've not left this corner. I've literally put the food right here. And not only were they unmotivated, they didn't even try. I put the food over there. Guess what? They ate about 3 or 4 of them, got on the food, and I was like, okay, bet. Set the food back here, leave it for 30 minutes. Not one person attempted to try. He goes, so hopefully my goal is by the 5th feeding that they're more motivated to at least try. All of Zara's pups have gone up. Look at him holding on to this toy already. They've gone up and over. They've begun to play with each other. Their curiosity is where I need it to be. I'm going to build some more things so we can keep them curious and having a good time. I love this. Look at this female right here. Shaking this thing. I love it. Look at that, look at that, look at that, people. I mean, she has no reason to go over there, but she's like, hey, what are y'all over here doing? I love it. They're learning how to use their back legs, how to think, how to engage. Their 5th feeding, I put over here because they got used to eating right here. So I switched it up, put it over there, and watched all of them find a way to get over there. And guess what they did? When they got done eating and they were full, not only did they stop whining, they went to lay down and chill. I said, man, I need this result and better, to be clear, every time. I need that curiosity, because if a dog is curious, then you can really build drive. And if you can build drive, you can keep the dog motivated and inspired, which keeps us inspired, to be clear. These dogs are some lazy country bumpkins. And look, this hill is not even close to that hill. That hill's so upright, I added some plant blocks, like you put plants in them. There's blocks under there to make sure they get their feet. But on the other side, because it's foam. It's the foam roller thing, not foam roller thing, but the pool noodle thing. They gotta use their feet, and they can get over it on top of it. And at the top part, it's a little slick because it's the Gorilla Tape. So they've really got to use their arms to pull up. This right here, and we're not even at week 4. Week 4 is Monday. That's the start of week 4. We gonna have some fun here. So I laid here. I tried to stimulate the dogs. I tried to stimulate them, let them know I exist. So we'll be putting a tighter regimen together to try to get these dogs more motivated so that the dogs leave equal to, I'll be clear in saying they're not equal to. Point of this video is very clear. You got 2 styles of American bullies being bred. I respect and appreciate everybody watching. Here's the challenge. Some of the people who are reaching out say, I want my dog to keep my house safe. I want my dog to do a little protection work. To do protection work, your dog needs to be able to go 15 rounds. 15 rounds at least 1 minute of work to do good protection work. Most dogs couldn't make it past 2 rounds, let alone 10. And I'm not saying we're there yet. What I'm saying is when a dog gets into that heightened state of drive and being, look at her back over this here. Drive and motivation, people. It's somewhere else. These dogs will require 10 times the work to get them to do 1/10 of what these dogs will be able to do long term. So when you say, hey, are you breeding more to the terrier or the bulldog? By the jawline, the drops, the droop on the lip. I mean, Chris Moore even talked about the vein on the back of a mastiff's leg that is common in that breed. Knowing what's being added, so you can literally better the dogs and challenge the dog to be better. We'll be assessing confidence and so many other things. The point is, bulldogs are going to be more defensive. If I open the door, Maya and a dog of her nature or her pups are not going to run out. You guys are expecting the dogs to be like Eco. Eco contributes some features, but a lot of the traits epigenetically come from the mother. Maya is not a driven dog. I drove her crazy as well. That's how we got to do 1/10 of the things that she can do. Zara, on the other hand, I mean, I come back in here and she done jumped in the pen with the dogs. Come back in here, she done jumped out the pen with the dog. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Just got a C-section. She's acting crazy already. But she wants to do what she wants to do. She's an independent thinker. She's super motivated. Her pups, evidently, are super motivated. They already went over the baby A-frame. I've got to make the other big A-frame and see what they do there. When we build on a staircase to see how motivated they are in that regard. And we will continue to push them. When you are getting a dog, especially if you wanted to do protection work that is rooted in the American bully. I better quit doing this. I'm going to stab myself in the eye. All that stuff there. I'm like, hey, bro, it'll be like this. Call me Captain Jack for the next rest of my life. But if you're getting a dog, you wanted to do protection work. I'm not going to tell you how to breed your dog. My opinions do not matter. I'm only showing you beyond a reasonable doubt a perspective. You've seen these dogs do all this stuff. I sat over here for almost 30 minutes last night, and these dogs didn't even attempt to get over here. Jamarcus has pet touched, myself included, almost every day in some form or fashion. They're not even motivated by us, which means slowly but surely their progressive state of being will take twice as long. Where if I get over there, matter of fact, I'll show you. I'll get over there. The ones that are over there, they'll start harassing me. What's the beauty about this thing here? He works himself out. At some point, they'll be like, yo, what's going on? Now, clearly that's mine, so she spends a lot of time with me. But then they'll start saying, oh, this is interesting. Sniffing you out, checking you out. I want to see them, just these little things right here. See, just that little human interaction right there for me is important. I love seeing it. See? Just simply coming over here gets them kind of going. Pick her up every time I'm in here. Gets her smell on. And life is good. Now mind you, I got to do this with all the dogs to be clear. And we'll be up in the ante as we progressively get through our breedings over the next 5 years. But look, tearing me up. But just the fact that she's engaged is exactly what I wanted to see. If I go over here, let's go back over here. And one person moved yet. Come on, buddy, you can do it. They're uninterested. Come on, Ego, you got it. Come on, Junior. There we go. Something that little for me it matters. But just the fact that they're staying in the corner, they've gotten the same time, believe it or not. Y'all said, I ain't seen a lot of Miles pups, trust me. We ain't missed no sit there. But they have no interest. None whatsoever. It's a real thing, people. And all these little behaviors, trust me, they translate into things. Your job or my job is to make sure that I know how to apply this education. When I pass a dog off to people who are buying our dogs or these dogs going to the forever homes, I say, hey, this is their workload. This is your workload. This is their workflow. These are things you want to be mindful of and do over the next 10 years, definitely over the next 2 years. And this is how you're going to get the best out of the dog. And keep in mind, they might just want a chill dog that don't want to do nothing. That's fine. I don't. But we install both packages. So these dogs, they can calm down or they can turn up. Right now, they're a little turned. And that's what I like. Stay tuned. Take care of your dogs, people. We'll talk more. Remember, ask the right questions so you can get the dog that you need, not the dog you want.